personally, so I had to leave more in my business account and less in my personal account. But I know how much my taxes are. So my taxes was 33%, so I would put 33% of my business money, it would be in my business account. Everything would be in my business account that was business related, including my taxes. Yes.
So I have my own law practice here in Atlanta, so my structure is a lot differently. I am one of those people who likes to have income coming in at all times. So I can't wait from deal to deal. So I create different streams of income within my practice. So I have some shorter term one-off services that I provide. I also teach courses just on this very thing, talking about how to structure your business, how to set yourself up, even placing yourself on payroll to, you know, so that the taxes are automatically being paid out. I just share the information that I have, and I find a way to monetize it so that I have continuous streams of income coming in at all times.
But how do you manage that money? So when all this stream of income is coming in, does it go into one bank account? Do you pay yourself a set salary?
Yes. So everything comes into, well, I have different accounts that go, I have some set up for just fees that come in for clients, and it goes to another account. I have an escrow account, and then I have my operating account. So any money that is actually to come to me, I put it into the operating account first, and then I process payroll to pay myself out of that. And then I always leave something back as a reserve, which I put as a separate account, which I call my capital contributions account. But I put that as a separate account that I use for just business expenses. And then sometimes you may want to be in a situation where you're here and you want to sponsor an event. I can pull from that account, things of that nature. So I have multiple accounts for just money management overall.
So you're a baller.
No, I'm not a baller. I'm not a baller. I just.
She's a ball.
She's just smart.
I mean, to be completely transparent, I have this thing of being at zero. And so as many ways as I can, once I get, you know, a lump sum, I try to put as much away as possible so that I ensure that I'm not ever again, you know, at zero, because I've been broke before, so I don't want to go back there. And so I put the money away, and you know, it feels good to know, like, okay, even though this looks a little low, I still got this all over here. So
Right.
So basically everything everybody else said, the only thing I would say is if you could try your best to live below your means, so whatever your amount is, that have your personal expenses be less than that, and even finding creative ways. We're blessed that we live in the era of technology, because there's so many things you can do. Like I have a Google account, but as far as my email, but I have a website. So when you email me, it's, you know, Michelle Simpson at, you know, Simpson Law, Ashbury Legal. I work for a couple of different, so I do back office work for other firms as well. So I always have an email address that looks like a professional email address, but I don't have that expense of having $5, $10, $20 a month going to that. So there are a lot of things you can do to kind of live as below your means as possible. That way you always have a savings if something goes wrong. The other thing I would add is trying to find a way to monetize as many things as you can. So what I first came out of school right before the crash, and I was completely unrealistic goals, because I came out of school and I made about as much on my own as I would if I worked for a firm. So I'm like, oh, this is great, right? And